So next up, I want to talk about what your house should look like in top plan view. So let's go into top plan view. And when you're looking at the roof is actually concealing a lot of information about the house because I can't see the specific location of the walls and I can't see the placement of doors and windows. We're going to want to turn the roof off for top plan presentation. And so to do that, Vectorworks has done something pretty handy for us, and that is they auto-class not only the roof, there are other things that they just automatically class for us, but one of them is the roof. And so if you come over here in the navigation palette and you click on the classes tab, you can see down here that I have this roof main. And if I change this from visible to invisible, it gets rid of my roof for me. And so now I can see my walls, my windows, and my doors. And you'll also notice that this wall that we were playing with earlier with the magenta color on the inside, that color that comes from the attributes palette over here, it's reflected in top plan view as well. And so that's how we can change the color of our walls up here. For drafting in top plan view, you're not going to want to have a color like the magenta that you can see here. You are either going to want a white with black outline wall or a solid black wall. So let me show you how you can change that. We have this one wall selected over here, and I just need to come over here to the attributes palette using a solid fill and then just change that to black. And now from top plan, my wall is black. And then let me show you how to select the rest of the walls really quickly. We have this select similar tool right here in the basic tool set, and come over here to the tool preferences and just make sure that object type is what it's selecting for. Click OK, and then I can click any wall in my drawing and it's going to select all the walls that are on that, on any visible design layer that I'm working with. And in this case, you can see that there are 10 walls. And so now I can just make that change once, change my fill from white to black, and now all of my walls in top plan view are in black. And then let's just verify that everything still looks good with our textures. I still have this gray siding on the exterior with white paint on the interior. And in top plan view, I have a solid black line. Let's take a quick look at the drafting standards for PCC. And we're going to go back to this section under graphics for line weights. And it says up here at the top that the darkest lines that emphasize the outline and outer edges of 3D objects such as walls, buildings, trees, etc. are for edges where there's a significant elevation change, such as the front top edge of a retaining wall, curve, or step. So let's go back to our drawing once more. If you want to go ahead and make the fill for your walls black, that would give it a very dominant presence in your drawing. And so I would say, great, you're done with line weight when it comes to your house. However, if you want to go ahead and have an interior fill that's white, then you need to come over here and you need to change the pen. And I would say, go ahead, leave it at black. But the thing that you need to change is down here, you need to change the line thickness. And we can kind of play around and see what looks good. I'm going to say 2 is too much. It's too bold of an outline. 0.7 might be more appropriate. That looks pretty good. And another thing that you need to be aware of is that your screen is going to look different than when you print it. And so it is a good idea actually to get a few test prints done so that you can see what they look like.